Right. Well, I said I'll do an update, and I've got the chart on the screen. Once again, it's the euro against the US dollar. And if you remember, we were talking about this area here. If I just zoom in, and I said if that bullish candle at the opening of the New York session, if that candle had remained bullish and held there, that would have been an opportunity to buy. In fact, it was over here. And you can see that bullish candle didn't retain its shape. And, well, we had a slight move up, but not very much. Then we broke through the support line down to the area that I said that we were looking at and considering, which was this lower Bollinger Band and previous support. Now, if I put a horizontal line in here, let's just quickly do that. Over here, if I put a horizontal line in at this low, right there, you can see that's exactly where we bounced off. And it also happens to be the lower 200 period Bollinger Band, and also happens to be a situation where the stochastic is oversold, and we've bounced back up from there. Now, I took a trade after this bullish reversal here, and I'm in that trade. I'm going to show you the trade shortly. And you can see we're still in the range, but right at the bottom of the range, and this is the area where one would be looking to buy, at the 200 period Bollinger Band, at that support line, that green line that I've just drawn in, and very close to the previous low. You can see I've drawn the support line at the area where the candle cuts off the wick. And I don't have time to explain it now, but the importance of where you put these horizontal lines is interesting. You can either do it at the bottom of the candle body, or you can do it at the bottom of the wick. Often it's the bottom of the candle body. Let me just get rid of that, which is the important area, particularly if there's other action in that sort of zone. Anyway, so that's what we've seen now, and that's where we are at the moment. I'm holding for this trade. Now, I'm holding this trade until I'm hoping that we'll get back to the top of the range, which is where this red line is. But also, this may be, and potentially is, the chance for the price to break out of this range and move even higher towards at least this top Bollinger Band, which is also where this previous green resistance line is, as we have, this line's been on the chart for quite a long time. So that would be a potential target, or this red line here at the top of the range. Now, if I go across to my trading, this is my trading history, and you can see we've had a really good run. Some good trades. There's a good $2,000 trade there. And what I want to go to is our open positions. And you can see there, we're about 9 pips in profit right now, about $560. I'm running at about a 10-to-1 leverage. And if we get to anywhere near those levels that I'm hoping for, this will be the trade probably of the month. We could realize several $1,000s from it. So at the moment we're on $550 odd, about 9 or 10 pips. And as I said, we're looking for the price to move up to this red line and potentially even higher to this green line. And if we see a range breakout, a significant one, and resume the upward trend of the euro against the US dollar, which could be around about this time, seeing as that we've been stuck in this range for a very good portion of the month, the market's just looking for an opportunity to break out, really. So that would be a great opportunity for it to happen. So that's what I'm looking at. So target around about 1.14, maybe 1.1430 odd. And if we see some significant moves higher and some continued bullish movement, we might even go all the way back up to the top of this much larger range, which is close to 1.15. And that would be a massive trade. And we'll keep an eye on it very closely, see what happens. There's going to be a lot of bouncing around if we get there at these resistance levels. So those are the periods of trading where one feels a little bit nervous about everything, because are we going to break through? Or are we going to turn around? That's what everyone's thinking. That's why there's always some hesitation. and some bouncing around at these levels, because everyone's thinking exactly what I'm thinking. Are we going to break through, or are we going to fall back down into the range again? So requires a little bit of steeliness about trading to determine whether to stay in the trade or to get out. We don't want to get out of the trade too early. This trade may last a day or two or three. If it carries on going higher, we'll see what happens. Okay, well, I hope you found that useful, and we'll keep an eye on this, and I'll keep you posted as we go along. A lot of emails coming through. All right, so I'll speak to you soon. Take care.